Hi, my name is Garrell Woods. This is the Intro to Mass Communications class, and today we're going to be talking about radio. My first question is to all of you, who in here listens to radio, by show of hands? All right, well, out of you, who all of you listen to radio only in the car? Who listens to internet radio? Oh, that's just a few. Well, as students in Chat State, you all know that Chat State has a radio station that is exclusively on the internet, and it's called The Wall. Everybody knows that? So how many of you have listened to The Wall that listen to internet radio? That's a shame. It's not a show of school spirit at all. Okay, well, since you do listen to internet radio, which radio stations do you listen to? Internet.
Pandora and Blast FM.
Pandora and Blast FM. Now, those are sort of types of radio stations that you type in what you want, right? And they kind of give it to you. Who else listens to internet radio? You? Which do you listen to?
Just Pandora.
Just Pandora. She's exclusive. Why is it that none of you listen to The Wall?
I didn't really know about it.
You didn't know about it?
No.
Oh.
I know it's exclusively on the internet.
It is. Well, because The Wall did have a FM radio station, and it had one for 28 years, but they sold it to a Christian radio station for $1 million, which is why we have all the awesome stuff that we have now. Hold on, say again?
I listened to The Wall one time when it was on FM radio because there was a guy that I went to high school with, and he was an aspiring rap artist, and he passed out little cards at school and told us to listen to The Wall because they were going to be playing his songs on there.
See, The Wall is a very good outlet for aspiring artists. Any of you are musicians or into music in that sense? So I'm the only one? Oh, Colby. Hey, Colby. So, Colby, what do you think about the internet radio as a platform for new artists? Because it'll be easier for people to get their art out on internet radio rather than regular radio, much considerably.
I agree with you, but I think that as you can see in this class, there aren't that many people who listen to The Wall, so it's not, I wouldn't say it's extremely effective in getting your name out there because of the low listenership.
I agree with that. So how many of you now know that, since you know that there's a wall and know that there's a radio station for Chat State, how many of you think that you'll be listening to it now? And why is that? Why is it because of the inconvenience of it?
So when I do my homework, I have something to listen to.
I'm sorry, say that one again.
So when I do my homework, I have something to listen to rather than just watching TV and Sports Center all the time.
True. Is there potential for internet radio? Do any of you think there's potential for that? Yes, you do?
Because people today spend more time on the computer than they do anywhere else, I think. I spend a lot of time on the computer, so it's just convenient to have it right there.
Right. So there's the streaming radios like The Wall, which is one that you get on and whatever's playing, it will be streamed to you. But then there's Pandora and Blast FM that are specific to what you're searching for. Do we believe that songs that Pandora and Blast FM are the future of radio? Maybe?
Definitely. I mean, you already have internet radio in the car and stuff, so I don't see why not. People can pick what station they want to listen to, if they want to listen to 90s or 80s or certain kinds of bands. So yeah, it's definitely the future of radio.
Right. Does anybody disagree with that? Nope. I guess we've all been dominated by that one, right? For those of you who only listen to radio in your car, which was a vast majority of you, why is that? Is that because simply for the convenience of it, or is it something that is just like, I only listen to radio in my car because that's just what I do? Or is it convenient? Or you know what? I think I haven't heard from either of the two gentlemen on the end. Do any of you have anything to say about this matter?
I get tired of listening to a CD. I just see what's on.
So most of you, how many of you listen to just CDs for the most part, or just music that you buy? Oh, really? Okay, well, Mr. Smiley, why is that?
Just because I find it better to go on iTunes and buy stuff and listen to that instead of going on the radio where you have to listen to a song they say you want to listen to. Like if you go on Pandora or something, you type in an artist, it's not going to bring up that artist. It's going to bring up another artist that maybe you don't like. So I find it easier just to go on iTunes and listen to stuff you like.
Sam.
Pandora, you can choose if you like that band or not, and eventually you can narrow the station down to what you want to listen to. Plus, it gives you opportunity to learn about new music.
Well, that is technically the point of radio, I think, is the fact that we need to learn about newer music. We put stuff on the radio so more people can listen to it because it's new. If we don't listen to the CDs and things that we had, we'd only be limited to that, right? So Pandora Radio, I think, in my opinion, is actually going to probably be the future of radio since it's convenient and because you can narrow it down to what music you like. Where do you all see the future of the radio as a media outlet being? Like, do you see it veering more towards the internet? Do you see it like not existing at all?
I can't see it not existing at all for the simple fact that so many people listen to it in their car, and I think it's going to take a long time if internet radio does take over, it's going to take a long time because so many people have talk radio shows that they listen to in the car or other radio that they listen to just because that's what they do in the car.
True. Okay, well, how many of you have the Sirius, satellite radios, things of that nature, like subscribe to those services? The only one, once again. What do you think about Sirius and satellite radio?
Well, I like Sirius and XM because they play music 24/7, and you have certain like stations. You can have a genre of just rock stations that you want to listen to, or bluegrass, or alternative, or anything like that. And it helps a lot with artists too, because they can actually put it out there for XM to play on their radio, and that can get new artists out there too.
So you're a bluegrass kind of guy?
No, not at all.
Oh, well, you mentioned bluegrass, and I was like, bluegrass? Well,
I had a Sirius radio, and I ended up canceling my subscription because it was one for your house and not for your car. And I find that if I'm able to choose the songs that I want, then I would much rather do that than listen to the songs that somebody else is playing. And that's why I only listen to radio in the car. It's for that purpose. But I would much rather have a satellite radio in my car than have to listen to the local stations.
and why is that?
Less commercials, more stations. Chattanooga radio is just not very broad. We don't have very many stations.
Well, how many of you agree that Chattanooga radio as a whole is not very broad, that the selection is not quite, what it needs to be? You agree?
I agree. I think that they play the stuff on the radio like over and over, and you get so tired of it. I mean, you can only take so much of Taylor Swift during the day.
But yeah, that is true. I mean, like we need like more radio stations, like because when I go to Atlanta, like I'm a huge like rap fan. I like rap, but we have only one like real hip hop station, whereas Atlanta has about 2 or 3, 4 of them. But I listen to other kind of music also, but we need more stations that are like dedicated to more kinds of music, I think.
Do you listen to radio?
No comment. No, I listen to radio in the shower. That's about it.
In the shower?
Yeah.
Is that convenient for you?
I'm just too lazy to walk to my car and get my CD case.
Well, that's okay. Laziness does happen to limit your daily everything. So this is the Intro to Mass Communications class, and that was our discussion on radio. I was your host, Garrell Woods.